Ari was trying to keep pace with Pog and got a 0 on his athletics check to climb the building. So Ari's good down here.
How'd you wind up in the sewer?
You look much as I would trying to climb a stone facade. You fling yourself at the wall and just sort of, and then fall.
Yeah, like 6 inches off the ground. Like, ugh.
Not even full jump height.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Khyber Shards, a D&D 5th edition actual play show set in the Eberron Campaign world. I'm Philip.
I'm Eric.
I'm Colin.
I'm RA.
And I'm Casey.
And welcome to another episode. And Colin is going to tell us what happened last time.
All kinds of investigation happened last time. Carl gave us the assignment to figure out what was going on with their burglaries, and so we headed upstairs into the rooms of the inn. Ezri and I were able to track down some symbols that had been written in a weird oil that Ari somehow immediately knew, and we discovered that we were on the tail or trail of a Boggle. I don't know if they have tails.
I don't think so.
We presented our evidence compelling and thoroughly to Carl. And after much deliberation, the decision was made that we were going to stake out at the inn for the night. So currently headed back to the tree house to get our some valuable, some insignificant things to bring with us. And then we're going to stay the night at the inn and see what kind of trouble we can get into.
That's about the sum of it. And as everyone can see, we did reach our comment goal, and as such, you get me in my doublet as requested. Congratulations, everyone.
Good job,
Special
y'all.
edition action figure.
Well
version of
done.
Philip. Yeah.
Enjoy, I guess.
Enjoy my top.
Did you just jack the AC way down or something?
No, I'm okay.
The rest of the family is miserable.
The shirt
so you
is-
can wear this.
The shirt is pretty thin. The doublet's warm, but the shirt's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll keep this going. If we can get up to 40 on one of the episodes that we're about to make,
And I like it.
then I'll elaborate somehow the outfit. I'll add something to the outfit. I don't know what yet, because I mean, I gotta limit myself to things that kind of like chest up is really all that's.
I'm wearing fancy pants.
I'm
You'll
wearing
never know.
really nice boots.
I have faith in the
congratulations,
Discord
everyone.
community that this is going to wind up at some point where your entire head is covered in a helmet of some sort and you have to type all of our instructions in. And it's going to be like playing the games of our childhood.
So we'll see. But yeah, we can get to 40. I'll add something to the costume, and we'll keep it going. In the meantime,
I need an excuse to buy a bigger 3D printer.
Excuse discovered.
Okay.
Achievement unlocked.
and we'll see how far we can take that before that becomes impractical for me. But all right. Well, that being the case, let's dive right in. So you all have left the.
I realized I had my dice tray and my journal in the wrong spots, so I was having to swap them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's good. Wasn't distracting.
That's why I made this face, because I don't notice me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this one's not audio only.
It helped. So you've headed back to the treehouse and grabbed some things. So I'm curious, what what does everyone grab to tempt a Boggle?
Ooh.
Pog's first item that he grabbed is a silver bracelet that does not fit him, but looked really pretty, and Carl said he could keep it after it, I don't know, spent its 45 days in the Lost and Found at the end, like it was supposed to. And he's going to be taking his leather blanket, not that he wants it to be something that is tempting the Boggle, just because he's spending the night somewhere. So he's taking his blanket with him, and then doesn't think he has anything else of value and is going to stand at the door ready.
Okay.
Sorry, To Tempt a Boggle sounds like the weirdest niche romance novel ever in this world. To Tempt a Boggle.
Oof.
Yeah, things just got weird. Thanks, man.
No, thank you. Why would you put that out,
Well,
out
according to
there
my-
into the ether, Eric?
According to my character sheet, I own literally nothing. So I'm going to pack a bag of Ari's shirts.
Thanks.
And never have too many.
Not after last time. So yeah, Ari's going to pack a variety of, like, he'll pack a purse of some gold, like just money, because a purse was stolen. Ari also grabs a couple of books off the communal bookshelf, because books were stolen. Ari does not have a magical staff though, so he can't replicate that. He also has a lock of hair that he's kept that belonged to his grandmother. So he's throwing that in the bag, something that's overly sentimental to him. And then he also just grabs a couple changes of clothes, some random knickknacks, things like that, that he's collected over the years, being in Stormreach.
Okay. What about Shade?
Shade looks in her room and is thinking valuable, valuable. And the thing outside of sentimental value that she owns that she thinks is just the most valuable is a beautiful potted plant. It's a particular flower that she doesn't come across very often when she goes into the forest. And so it's valuable in that way. And then also the pot itself is beautifully crafted. And so this is what she deems as her valuable piece to try to offer.
Okay.
And then she's really not sure what else you pack in an overnight bag. So she grabs like her one other shirt.
Excellent.
Actually, Ari packs all of his dirty laundry as well, because cleansing stone's there, so might as well, take advantage of the amenities. So
Nice. Nice.
That's a great idea.
Oh, man.
All right. So bags packed, you make your way back over to the inn, and coming in, you find Carl standing there. The place is starting to clear out. It's pretty late by this point. Find Carl standing there cleaning the bar, and he sort of looks over.
okay, so here's the plan.
Hey, Carl.
Bug.
Hold on, before Ari starts going, I'm gonna give the page back to Shade and say, "All right, try to put this back."
Now?
When he's distracted.
This is not starting well.
You're just
So
okay.
So our thinking is, people were staying in the rooms when stuff got stolen out of their bags. So we're going to try to set up a trap where we stake out the rooms with our bags. We've each packed some things of varying value, to see if we can get the Boggle to come steal some of our stuff, and then we'll catch him and figure out what's going on.
All right, I got the idea. Is that a plant?
It is. Thank you for noticing.
All right. Yeah, okay. I guess
Very
that's
nice.
yeah, it's a good
I brought a
it's good
bracelet.
one. Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
Remember this?
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Thank
Yep.
you.
So, okay then. Well, that's fine. No one's using the rooms, so
Dibs on 1st
don't make a mess.
Pog goes
Just
running upstairs.
runs.
Shade, are you going to attempt to sneak around Carl and put the page back?
I mean, Carl is currently looking at us, right?
That is accurate.
Okay. I'm not going to just like lower myself.
With this potted plant just bouncing by.
You hide behind the plant. That's what you do. You hold the plant.
Portable camouflage.
Obviously. Well,
don't
if I was
see me.
thinking of that, I would have brought the bigger plant.
Obviously.
The lovely,
yeah.
the lovely fern that we keep in the corner of the communal area.
On a
would've
hand,
brought
on
my
like a hand
ficus.
cart.
So, no, not right now. She
Okay.
will absolutely look for other opportunities, but she's not dumb.
All right. So Pog has bolted up the stairs.
Yeah, Pog's going to set his stuff down in the room that is first on the right, because we had established on the left side is where we had the overhang that everybody looked out. The right, but not the room that's got a big chunk of wall missing out of it. The one on the opposite side of that. And he's jumping on the bed.
I feel like we should probably talk about how we're going to do this.
Are we still downstairs with Carl?
What,
'Cause
you and-
I imagine
You
that-
and me?
Well, like, I mean,
If you
if
need
you
some
want
advice,
to
I
join
guess.
this stakeout,
No, that's why I hired adventurers.
then no.
Carl, do you live on the premises? Do you like have a back room, or do you
No, I
lock
go
up
home.
Okay, just wondering. What time do you typically head out?
I mean, once nobody's drinking.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Is the ceiling in here low enough that I can reach it with my stick?
Yes.
I'm gonna go under under the room that Pog's in, jumping, and just go boom, boom, boom.
Hello?
Better.
It's just the floor. You have to go around.
All right, so we're gonna head up and get settled, I think. Thank you, Carl.
All right. Good luck. Don't get. I don't know what do boggles do to you.
And I'll speak into his
neither
mind
do
and
we.
say, Boggle.
I'm not sure.
What do, okay.
Who's that? You guys. You hear somebody?
What?
You hear somebody?
Ari just spoke.
I hear you.
Ari, yeah. I mean, he talks a lot, but
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear anything other than my own voice, which typical.
All right.
All right.
Pog is winded and has laid down on the bed.
Question for you, Carl. When you lock up for the night, are the locking, and I might be able to look and tell this, Philip, but are the locking mechanisms such that he like locks them and the doors are locked, or would there be a way for us to unlock the door from the inside if we needed to make chase?
You could unlock the door from the inside.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all ready to go get settled? Go get set up? Make a plan?
yes.
All right.
Well, don't rob the place.
Thank you for saying that.
I'll have the swords cut your hands off.
That would be awful. Why would
Yeah.
we say we were going to help you and then rob you?
You know, there's bad people, right?
Yes. But they're generally not also stupid people.
You'd be surprised.
That Venn diagram
There's a
does
lot of
overlap.
bad, stupid people.
Oh. Well, I guess that works well.
There's a lot of bad people. There's a lot of stupid people. There's some overlap.
People are the worst.
Yeah,
Ari just
I've
silently
generally found
turns.
that. That's why I became a bartender.
Thanks
Pog
for
is walking
hiring
back to the
Pog.
steps.
And while walking away, Boggle.
Okay, for real. And he sort of turns towards the crowd. What's up?
So are we going to
I'm just
bed
walking
now?
away.
Do we go to bed now?
Pog, don't yell, buddy. We're upstairs now.
I am now in the room because I heard you from the top of the stairs. I'm walking across the hall and jumping on the other bed.
Ari would head for the room that had the oil spot on the floor going down to the storeroom.
That's the one I'm jumping in.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
so,
that's the one that Pog is in.
Oh, okay.
Here's my thought. The creature can go through walls and floors.
Yep.
None of us can do that, right?
No.
If I jumped on
so-
the bed
so I think-
and then landed on the floor, maybe.
Okay, well, true. Non-destructively, I was thinking.
Nope.
Are we trying to catch the thing or follow the thing?
I think we attempt one, and then if we fail, then plan B.
So we are
Right.
going to try to catch it.
I would like to.
Because, well, we don't think that the boggle itself is the problem, right? Like,
I mean, it might be. Boggles can be pests. Well, not pests in like a derivative, like they can be annoyances on their own. It's possible, but no. I mean, there's
Okay,
also a
so-
possibility that he's working for somebody.
additional question, because I have no idea. Do they speak? Like, if we catch it, can we interrogate it? And if we catch it, can we hold it?
And if we catch it, can we keep it?
Pin in the last question, buddy. Philip, would I know based on my check last session? Do I know if they can?
Boggles are capable of speaking.
Okay, yeah, they can talk. So
Okay,
if we
well,
catch
that's-
one, we can do what we can. But yeah, we got to be nice to it if we want Pog to be able to keep it, though.
How,
Should
okay. I think
you
at
said if we
least-
can't
oh,
do
sorry.
one, then we can do the other. Are we going to try to follow it and then catch it if we can't follow it, or are we going to try to catch it and then
I think-
follow it if we can't catch it?
Try to catch, then follow, then catch again. If we catch up to it while following it.
So
Pog takes out his order book and
It's-
starts writing down the objectives.
it seems to me that we probably need Pog to stay out back, which I know, not exactly. Well, if it gets away, he's the one that can really follow it.
I mean, we were able to track it with like residue left days after it. I mean, I figure fresh prints would be pretty easy for your glowy eye bit plus Pog. And also, I mean, in terms of the catching thing, it's got a mind, so I can stop it if I can see it.
I am a very good hunter.
Also shade, yeah. So it sounds like if it comes to following, I'll be back here just being supportive. Well, not literally, I will come with you all, but I will not be useful. But in the catching, I can non-lethally keep it from going anywhere. So I just need to be able to see it. Can Boggles go invisible? Do I know that? I probably don't know that. You would have told me.
You don't know that.
Let me just search by B-O-G.
So
I can also try to capture it with vines.
Yeah.
That might
so,
be helpful.
So yeah, Esri, do you have a means of stopping it if it comes into your room?
Non-lethally?
Yeah. Yes.
I could potentially convince it to stay for about an hour. Actually, Might be a great idea.
like in that book, To Tempt a Boggle.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Weird, but I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Did you go in my room?
I didn't think I published that. I just left that open on my desktop.
Actually, yeah, no. I'm glad you said something because I didn't even think about this. I could just like make it our friend.
I could. I mean, I could do that, but I got other means of just making it laugh a lot until it falls over. But what I'm getting at is Pog doesn't have a way of stopping it from getting away without using his axe. So we may want to, and it sounds like you have some means, but not as direct as Shade's Vines or my mental trickery. So maybe we bunk up together. One of us sleeps on the floor. That way we can funnel it into a room where it can be stopped.
Floor, I call it.
Okay?
I call bed.
You already
Does that
broke
make
the
sense?
bed.
I guess we could move the beds. What's Carl going to do?
He'll never be able to
He
come
said
upstairs
he would
to
chop
find
off
out.
our hands.
But he can't come upstairs. He's never going to know we moved the
If we
bed.
stole the bed.
Pog
Anyway,
can move the beds.
I'll sleep on the floor in Pog's room so Pog can have a bed.
Sleeping seems like a bad idea. Shouldn't we not be sleeping?
I have worked all day, and I just jumped on all of the beds. So if I can get just a little nap, I'm pooped.
Also, by sleeping together, we could sleep in shifts. That way, each of us could. I mean, I've had a long day. I've had a very full day. I'm tired.
I
So
call sleeping first.
cool.
Going back across the hall into the room. I'm on the bed.
I was viciously attacked by a friend, so I also am tired.
Would you like to sleep on that friend's floor?
It was fine.
In the most non-meta way, I'd like to explain to my friends that I have precisely one attempt at charming this creature. And if anything harms it, the charm is broken. So just
In
for
the
everyone's
most
reference.
non-meta way possible, I believe in you.
Well, Ari would completely understand what you're saying because I think we're referencing charm person, which Ari can also. So yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. Okay. But
Pog doesn't want to hurt the thing because he wants to keep it. So he's not going to try to hurt this.
It's a sentient.
Don't explain
Would
it
you
to Colin.
consider? Okay, Dungeon Master. Is the spell Tasha's Hideous Laughter considered harmful? It does no damage.
No, probably not.
Okay.
Maybe in name alone.
He said probably.
I know, it sounds very damaging.
I'm pretty sure I lost 2 HP IRL from listening to that thing's name. Excuse me. I need to drink from a potion.
Okay. So yeah, I think we can sleep in shifts. One person in each room keeps an eye out for the Boggle, and then if
Good, 'cause
it
Pog's
shows
asleep.
up, we do something. And if it doesn't, then we wake up in the morning and reassess.
Okay. So who's on first watch?
Sounds like I am in our room.
I'm already sleeping.
Yeah.
All right. And
stay up.
for the Shade Esri room?
Esri.
Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. Both of you make a perception check.
That face tells me way too much.
7.
15 for me.
Okay. So your companions fall asleep. You hear downstairs after about an hour. You hear Carl leave, and the door locked, and the sound from downstairs abates. And Ari, nothing so far as you can tell occurs in in your room, other than probably Pog snoring quite loudly.
Would you like a demonstration?
I'm good. I'm good.
Theater of the mind, Colin. We can evoke the image.
It's been fun.
Lived with you. Don't need it.
I don't care. I don't care what you want. Come here for me.
Wow.
Don't let this distract you.
Yep. Esri, you glance down after a minute, and you see your staff, just the end of your staff, slipping through a hole in the floor, which just...
Can I reach and grab it? Try to grab it?
No, it had an 18 on its stealth check. You had a 15 on its perception check.
I see.
You lose. Can't walk out.
That's not. It's not magical. I shake. Oh no, you're on the ground. I shake Shade.
We agreed to take turns sleeping, and Esri's just sitting in the bed while Shade sleeps on the floor.
She wanted. She asked for the ground.
No, that
I
totally makes
totally
sense.
right.
It was just I didn't realize it until you said like, "Oh wait, she's on the floor," and then reached down from the bed.
Shake Shade awake. Shade.
Yeah.
The Boggle has taken my staff. I didn't see. I just saw the end of it. You're up. It went that way.
I will sprint in that direction.
Okay.
Well, that's down.
So, door opens.
Right, down the stairs.
Running for the stairs.
Do I hear footfalls outside of the room?
Yeah, you hear... You know,
Okay.
thump, 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 thump.
I kick Pog's bed.
And then I'm going
Shirt
to
on our...
whatever spot would be right underneath our room.
Okay. As you come down the stairs, Shade, you see a sort of there's a hole in the front door, lined with sort of purple light, glowing purple substance, and it's the hole is shrinking rapidly back to solid, leaving behind this oily ring.
Oh, okay. So I don't have like time to put something through the hole.
Put
It's a door.
something through the hole. What do you mean? What do you mean put something through the hole? What are you thinking to
Like-
put through the hole?
Well, I was trying to look at what I had available, but like I don't have a staff.
Her arm.
I know, jump in it.
You could give me an athletics or an acrobatics check to try and like launch yourself
Oh
through.
my lord, I didn't.
I choose acrobatics.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check
flip
to try
first and
and leap through.
Double handspring and launch yourself through this portal.
What's everyone else doing at this stage?
I have kicked Pog's bed once I heard footfalls and said, "We got to go, buddy."
Okay.
Yeah,
Just giving
I'm walking
chase.
past her. I'm walking out past their door and just like knocking on it.
Okay.
But assume they're coming out sometimes. Like, yeah.
Presumably
it
their
took
door
my-
flies open as well.
It took my staff. This might be a
Never mind.
good time to try
Never
out the
mind.
push mechanic.
What'd you roll?
Well, I thought it was a 1, but it was in fact a 7, not a 1. That is, I can count 12.
Okay. So you lunge for the door as it's shrinking, and Ezra, you are coming down the stairs as you see Shade make a flying leap at the door, and the hole just disappears right as Shade goes.
What? But why? It's a door. Just open it.
Why not?
I mean,
Pog's
Could
on the
have
way
gone through
downstairs
the.
now.
Okay, I will open it now. Might as well use the opening while it's there.
The rest of you are coming down the stairs by this point. Shade is got the
Ari's
door open.
moving with urgency. Like,
Yeah.
like Ari's running.
If anybody
bottle.
stopped at the bottom of the stairs, Pog is running full force into them because he's barely awake and hasn't gotten the second axe in place on his back yet.
So yeah,
Esri is not running.
All right. Doors opened. Everyone
I've
but Esri
elucidated
is
that
running
from the
out the
timbre
door.
of your voice. You seem very chill.
Doors open.
Shade had to
everybody
shake it off
everybody
a
but
second.
Esri has run out. Okay, so Ari and Pog are out the door first.
No, Pog is going to help Shade up.
Okay.
If she's crumpled by the side of the door, Pog is going to pick her up first.
Ari is out
Are
the door.
you
Yeah,
okay?
I am going.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ari, you're out the door. Do it.
I do I see anything? Like,
Give me a perception check. It's
my -1 modifier is going to come in so handy here.
Does anyone not possess dark vision?
I do.
Can't remember.
Where would that? I don't know actually.
It would be under
honestly,
your senses on D&D Beyond, where it says your passive perception, passive investigation.
I'm
Mine says dark
fairly
vision.
certain half elves, half orcs, and shifters do. I don't know about Kalashtar.
I have.
I mean, it doesn't say I do.
Then you don't.
Then you don't.
Okay. I mean, you're not like blind in the night, but it's just relevant as far as, perception and tracking, that sort of thing. Ari,
17.
what was your perception?
17, but I'm willing to push if needed.
Okay. You sort of look up the street, look down the street, and you see down to the right, you see a small, weirdly proportioned form carrying a staff race around a corner.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take off trying to catch up with it to where I can cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on it. So,
Okay.
Ari's running and then using the move as action thing also.
Sure.
Since Ari said nothing, Pog takes off running straight out of the building
I mean, you
Until he
see
sees
Ari
that
going
Ari-
one direction
until he
Okay.
sees that Ari has a purpose and turns to follow him.
All right. So Pog and Shade come running out and presumably follow Ari. Esri, are you just taking a walk?
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna outrun me, so I will just try to keep them in sight.
Okay.
Slower than normal because he doesn't have his walking stick.
So down the street, around the corner,
I will
Esri, you
take the
see-
time to close the door.
Okay.
That actually,
Well,
crossed my
Ari,
mind. I
as
was like,
you-
I can't communicate to him, but I really hope he closes the door.
Ari, as you come around the corner, you see sort of vaguely luminous eyes as the creature lunges through another portal and seems about and reappears farther down the street through the portal.
How far?
Probably about 100 feet.
100 feet.
Oh,
This thing is booking it, man.
Yeah, Ari's taking a quick beat to like realize like I'm not catching this thing on foot.
Okay, then Shade and Pog come barreling around the corner.
Still like
Pog takes no beats.
Okay, there's
Without having
a
seen...
portal in the middle of the alley you're running down now.
Ari jumps through the portal.
Okay. You leap through the portal, and Pog, make a dexterity check. I'm assuming. Well, who's faster, Pog or Shade? How fast is Shade?
My speed is 30 feet.
Yeah,
Okay,
30
so you're,
feet.
I assume that's Pog's as well. Okay, so Pog went out the door first, so we'll go. All right, so Pog, give me a dexterity check.
13 all in.
Ari hits you full in the chest as he comes flying out the portal in the opposite direction that he went into the portal.
Spit out of the same portal? Mm-hmm. Oh, that
Yeah,
sucks.
you have the horrifying vision of Ari disappearing through the portal, and then while Ari's legs are still going through the portal, his face comes back out the portal.
Fortunately, Pog just bowls over him and bounces off.
So yeah, Ari hits you full in the chest, and the portal.
Oh, man. Okay.
Do not understand how these work.
No, clearly, I don't either. We gotta go.
Sprinting.
Pog helps Ari up and follows Shade, who I guess is now in the lead.
Shade is now
Can
in the
I
lead.
talk
Yes.
while running?
Yes.
I can't personally. Eric can't, but I'm sure
I can barely do either of
Casey
those at
can't
once.
either. Shade is super athletic.
I was gonna say, I imagine Shade is more on the athletic side than Ari.
While full sprint, she's. Is it possible there's another Boggle and we just left everything at the hotel and maybe one of us should have stayed?
that's a good point.
I hope not.
Maybe that's what Esri's doing. Cause
I hope so.
he's not with
Walking
us.
behind you.
Ezra comes at an easy jog to the back end of the alley that you're running down.
We're sprinting. Like,
I feel like I've made
how is
good
he still
coverage at
so
this
close?
I didn't say he's
so
close. Like this is a long alley.
Is
You're
Esri
sprinting
Slender
down
Man
it. He's
just like always right behind me, no matter what I do.
just say
Is that what
right
this
behind you.
He's just
The legs
super
start right
chill.
here.
Shade. Give me a perception check.
It's really great that she's in the front now because I have a -1 perception modifier.
Awesome.
Ooh, that's a 24.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
wow.
23.
She sees whatever you're about to do.
Yeah, you come to the end of the alley and you see that the Boggle has gone straight across the alley and just run one hand and its feet straight up the wall opposite where the alleys intersect and onto a rooftop. It is off.
This is so not okay.
Cool. I just want to shoot it.
I'm pretty good at climbing. I would like to still try that.
Give me an athletics check.
Can I throw her up?
18.
Okay, yeah. You parkour up the wall and pursue the Boggle. And as you are chasing the Boggle across the roof, you see again luminous eyes look back at you, and then a portal opens in the roof right in front of it, and it just.
I would like to follow
Is
Shade
there-
up. If
Okay,
I can
athletics
make that
check.
climb. I have a +5. I would love
And
to
I would
do
like
an
to-
athletics check.
Anytime I have it in my sight, next second I have it in my sight, I'd like to cast a spell.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
Are
it's
you going to try
obviously
and
not
follow it
currently
through the
in
portal?
That hasn't.
Is Shade going to try and follow it through the portal?
She's gonna come
Because she's a little bit behind it, does she see where it pops out?
You can see through the portal. It's very disorienting because you're looking down and you're looking. It's like the world's turned sideways when you look through the
Okay.
portal.
If I can't make sense of it, then yes, I'll jump in.
I
Excellent.
like that logic. I appreciate that.
That is an
Pog.
amazing mantra at life.
Pog, what did you get on your athletics check?
I got a 9.
Okay. You slip a little bit, but as you sort of heave yourself up over onto the roof, you see Shade launch up out of a space in the roof and land on the rooftop next to it, the portal that's closing now.
Okay, but
keep
while I was
having to
up, I
pick
was
y'all up.
looking for the Boggle.
It was not in view.
Ari was trying to keep pace with Pog and got a 0 on his athletics check to climb the building. So Ari's good down
You
here.
How'd you wind up
you
in the
look
sewer?
much as I would trying to climb a stone facade. You fling yourself at the wall and just sort of and then fall.
Yeah, like 6 inches off the ground. Like, ugh.
Not even full jump height.
So Esri is coming sedately down the alley towards
He walks up behind
Where?
Ari, like, up there.
Yeah.
All right, going around.
what are Pog and Shade doing?
I
Pog
mean,
is
she's probably
looking.
running along the roof, looking. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to make any sense of the nonsense portal she just
Until these
flung
buildings
in
run
and
out.
out of.
All right, both of you give me a perception check.
I'm gonna have to switch to real dice. I got an 11.
Got a 10.
Oh
You guys
my
could
lord!
push.
Yeah, I would like to try to push.
All right, take 2 damage and roll again.
Once again, Ari steps in to convince Shay to take damage.
Oh no!
That was worse.
Is it too late for me to push since she did?
Nope.
Okay, 2 damage, and re-roll. That is an 18.
Okay.
Nice.
You spot the sort of oily footprints on the street on the cobblestones of an alley below, off to the left as you're running along the roof.
Over here! And I point down, and we're in hunting mode. Pog, hunt seriously. I'm gonna jump off the roof down to the cobblestones.
Okay. So you can
Shade
no longer
follows
see the
without
boggle.
thought.
So are we still sprinting, or are we now? Are we still
if
going
I-
to try and sprint after, or are we now just tracking?
As long as I can see footprints, I'm going to move as quickly as my perception will allow. Like if there's visible footprints ahead, I'm going as fast as I can to the next one, and if I have to stop and look around. But otherwise, I intend to sprint until I can't see anything worth running at.
Okay. So now that we're tracking, to track it while running, I'm going to say you can give me a survival check, but it will be with disadvantage, meaning you roll the d20 twice and take the lower result.
Do we both do that?
Sure. Yes, because you can see them with Pog pointing them out.
Busting out the real dice for survival.
Were we able to hear him yell? Or
Yes,
is it too far
and
away?
you guys
Okay.
can sort of figure out which side of the building he's on, and you come around. It takes you a little bit of time, so by the time you're coming around, they're presumably moving.
Yeah, that disadvantage was a 10-point difference for me.
It was a 14-point difference for me. We went from an 18 to a 4. Oof.
And that's with your modifier?
9.
On survival? Oh, so that's a 7.
Okay.
Doesn't help a ton.
So you guys start to move, but you're pretty quickly having to go slow. Like you're pretty quickly having to sort of make your way at a walking pace. And so due to that, Ari and Esri are more or less able to catch up with you as you guys begin to.
Ari still full sprint and Esri at the exact same time arriving at a casual stroll. Grandpa makes it just in time.
I mean, I don't know. If I took a running leap at a stone wall and failed, I feel like it would be a minute before I was moving at full speed again.
It would be sprinting in here, but not
I tried saying that to my
how
last
we
trainer.
doing?
It formed another portal on the roof. The exact same thing happened to me as did Ari when I jumped in. Pog identified these, the footprints that we're following now. Shade's very matter of fact, like, this is hunting. We're taking care
The
of
building
this.
spit her out, and now we found the footprints.
Is it time for tea or what?
If you don't want to help,
We're
you can go guard the
Following the
rooms.
Prince.
And I'm hunting.
Yeah. Another survival roll without disadvantage this time?
All right. So either you can both roll and we'll see what you get, or one of you can help the other and that person rolls with advantage, meaning you roll twice and take the better result.
Are we rolling survival?
Survival, yeah.
Okay. I'm at a +3 on survival.
I'm at a +4.
I'll help you.
So I like the helping idea. I don't
Okay.
have a preference of who helps whom.
All right,
Okay,
so
I will
Pog
help you.
and Shade begin working, and I think Pog is helping Shade, so Shade, go ahead and roll with advantage.
That's a 12. I rolled a 4 and an 8.
Come on, you got hit points. Let's go.
I know. Can I push that?
Yeah. And you can roll again with advantage because the roll
The
was
dude
with
who
advantage.
doesn't
21.
have a staff to help her heal.
Okay, so you are able to begin following the trail. It's tricky. However, you rolled well enough. It's tricky because every now and again you lose the trail and find a little ring of oil, and you begin to get, however, a picture of the capabilities. You figure out that the sort of space folding ability that this creature has is only about a 30-foot range. So you're able to sort of work out where to look around for the exit ring.
This may not help us in investigating, but just for the interest of me having in this moment, where it leaves and appears, are they within line of sight? So it's like,
Usually, but not always.
okay.
Eventually, the trail goes up onto the roof of an old warehouse, and there's a ring in the roof, and you cannot find an exit ring.
So Shade and I are on the roof.
Probably, yeah.
I love that Ari's not even attempting this. Just giving up.
How's it going?
Can't see where it went.
Think it went inside?
Generally, when you hunt, you don't yell super loudly.
That was a quiet yell.
What?
Sorry, I'm sorry. He said shut up!
Oh. Sorry.
What do you want to do, Shade? I don't know what to do.
I think we should see if there's any windows or something that we can look in and see the interior of this building.
Pog lays down on the roof and hangs his head over the edge to see what the exterior of the building looks like.
What time is it?
It's probably midnight. Well, it's probably after midnight because Carl probably wouldn't have. It's a bar. He probably wouldn't have gotten to go home till 1. So yeah, it's probably like 3 in the morning.
Full dark. Do I see anything useful while hanging off the side of the building?
Yeah, the building has some windows. There's no light coming out of the. It's not lighted inside, but there are some windows.
How many stories up are we?
It seems to be, well, so in height, you're probably about 2 stories up, but you don't get the impression that there are multiple floors to this building. That it really is just sort of like a storage shed of some kind.
Ari!
Are you?
Yeah.
Is Pog peeking over?
I think so, yeah. To
talk.
Pog, you're like leaning over
When he does, I'm going to speak into his mind and say, "You can. Whenever I speak to you in your mind, you can. No, it's just in your mind. You can just think back at me, and I can hear you." Got it. Okay.
What's up, buddy?
Hi.
What? Pog, what's up?
Shh. You can tell me now what you want to tell us. You just have to think
What
it
is
like you're
this
saying
place? What is this place?
it. Ari, do you know what place this is? Do you know
What
where
district
we are?
are we in? Like, do we have any idea what part of the city we're in?
I just didn't know if there was like an identifier outside the
Yeah,
building.
no,
like,
that's a great question.
No, there's not like a sign or an address or anything like that on this building. In terms of where you are in Stormreach, I would say I don't know. Ari, you've probably got, and actually all of you have probably got a fairly good map of the city in your head. You think you've probably you've definitely been going away from the river, and so you're either still somewhere in Southwatch where you started out, or I'm sorry, in Grindstone where you started out, or you might possibly have made it over into Oldgate. Oldgate is not a place any of you have much reason to go to in terms of your businesses. None of your really your contacts or your jobs are over in Oldgate, but it's like most places in Stormreach. It's kind of got a flavor of the people of the country that the people came from, and Oldgate is mostly split between people from Ondare and Thrain in Corvair, and it's a little bit more. It's a slightly neater part of the city, like orderly, I guess, slightly more orderly part of the city than the parts where you live.
So, but we don't know what kind of building this is. Just off.
It looks like it really just looks like a storage building. It looks old. It doesn't really look in use.
Is there a door that we could go check out while they're up on the roof?
Wait, Ari, I need to respond to Pog.
Well, I don't need to be here for that.
Well, I don't know where we are. Do you?
I'm gonna go try to find out.
Sorry, ask that
Pog,
again, Eric.
we don't know. We're lost. Somewhere up north.
Is the,
we think it's inside.
Ari would like. Is there a door that I could find to try and figure
Yes.
out a way in?
Yeah, there is a door on the street level.
I would like to try and open it.
Ari's trying to
high
open a
hopes.
door.
Ari's trying to open a door. Turns to tell Shade.
Okay.
She says okay.
It's locked.
Shade would go to
the door's locked.
look over the side, whatever,
door's locked.
to see where Ari is. Like she would want to see what side of the building he's on.
Okay.
Door's locked.
No, I already told him. Hush.
You already told us.
Shade
Hush.
will climb down.
I said that out loud. I whispered that to him.
At this point, also,
Need a sign for telepathic.
since Ari can do this with multiple people at the same time, he just starts communicating with everybody simultaneously. Does anybody have thieves' tools? I cannot hear you back if you talk, though, so I need you to verbally communicate this to me.
Pog thinks very, very
Pog,
hard.
you can still
that yes, he does have
telepathically. Pog, you can still talk into my mind, and I can tell Ari quietly.
He thought as hard as he could that he does have thieves' tools, so you hear that from him.
Yes. Pog apparently does.
Pog,
Have
get
you
down
ever
here, buddy.
seen him pick a lock?
Never. I assume he thinks thieves' tools are his axes, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt right now.
With those sausages?
Just break the door
Pog,
down.
are you in fact proficient with thieves' tools?
Oh, I don't know. I have them though. I mean, nobody asked if I was good with it. They asked if I had it.
Under
have
under
a-
tools. Is
That's
it
very
listed under
true.
tools?
Yeah,
Then
Yeah,
you are
you're
proficient with it.
yeah, I have. No, they're here.
Oh, yeah, that came from your background. I remember this. Yeah.
Pog,
Okay.
come down here.
Why do I have a flute?
Apparently, you can play.
What a wonderful moment to discover this about Shade.
Shade's looking for thieves' tools in her stuff. Why do I have a flute?
And why do I so
And then does
badly
a little
want to
trill
play?
on it.
My heart will go on right now.
Puts it back in.
All right, Pog, give me a check with your.
Did anybody tell me to come
tools.
downstairs? They just
Yes.
asked
Yeah,
if
they
I
told
had
you
them.
to.
Yes.
Okay.
I whispered.
Then I'm downstairs.
You had both Esri and Ari in your mind going, hey, come on down.
That's more than normally is talking to me at all, much less in my brain. Okay, you need what?
Check with your thieves' tools. So you would use. I don't know if D&D Beyond will just let you click on them to roll for it, but if not, will it?
No, it just brings
Oh,
up
I'm
other
sorry.
tools I
Not the
can
kid.
add.
Oh, okay. Then you would roll your dexterity modifier and add your proficiency to it. So just make a dexterity check and then add 2 for your proficiency with thieves' tools.
I'm done with digital for tonight. I am done with digital for tonight.
You want to push?
The pin is gone. Yeah, I want to push. Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, because a 4 is not going to do it here. All right, real dice. I need you. That is a 19 plus 2 for 21.
Wow, nice. Yeah, so
You're
Pog
staying
very
out, guys.
adeptly leans down, slips the 2 ends of his thieves' tools in, and very carefully moves the tumblers, and you finally hear a little bit of click, and Pog turns, and the lock gives.
The entire time mumbling, do I have thieves' tool? Do I know how to use thieves' tool? You just talk about my sausage.
You are a wonderful
I really
enigma,
appreciate RA keeping a straight face while I described picking a lock, because this is a
Yeah,
skill
should
that
I get
RA
my lock
actually
picked?
practices. Yeah. So appreciate that.
Based on what I know of it, you just stick 2 things in the lock and go like
Yeah.
this until it
Any
opens.
2 things, and you just go like that.
I've also learned from enough
least you know it's 2
entertainment that
things.
while those 2 things are in the lock, you have to turn and talk to someone over your
Yeah.
shoulder. That speeds up the process. When, of
And
course, I know.
What you do is you
circumstances
you
of a
tap,
misspent youth, and then the door clicks right open.
you tap
that's the way
A,
it
B, and
works.
X and Y in whatever
Right.
order appears
Yep.
on the
Yep.
screen as
Unless,
trying to pick.
unless you're a 90s action hero, in which case I have seen them just literally jam a pocket knife into a lock and then turn and open a door.
The same
So,
pocket knife you start your car with that you
Yes.
steal out of a parking lot.
I assume a D&D thieves' tool kit is just a bag of breakable picks.
I would imagine so.
Because you always break them when you fail every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's how picking works.
But since I succeeded so well this time, the 2 have magically
Yours are not
become
broken.
4. And they're all in
I
fine
imagine
condition.
I imagine like a nice little cloth roll up instead of a little just a sack or something. Yeah. Anyway, the door's now unlocked.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
entering the
go.
warehouse. Or the storehouse.
Pog walks straight in, quietly, but walks straight in because he opened it. And obviously the next step is to go in. So he starts walking in.
Okay.
Ari
just
has
like
his gun out. Just
2
you know,
steps.
you never know.
What do I see inside?
All right.
I'll be the last one in, and
Surprising. Philip has no sound. Oh, did Philip just get the ear pop? I think Philip just got the ear pop that lets you know that your
My earbuds died. Sorry.
Yeah, called it.
Esther will be the last one through the door. Shade's still on the roof, right?
No. Shade
Oh.
got off the roof. But Shade would like to stealth in, understanding that her companions are not. But
Hey, he's walking softly. Okay. Walking softly, giving care. Not going to step on a crack, even though it wouldn't affect his mom at this point.
Oh, that's dark.
Oh, I find a bag of 100 gold on the ground and pick it up. Say nothing if you agree.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Oh, making errors. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway,
So I'll be the last one in and just sort of look around on the street and shrug and shut the door behind me.
The Shade did have a declaration while you had your headphones off.
okay.
Yes, sorry about that. I want to be stealthy about it.
All right. Give me a stealth roll. Is anyone else trying to be stealthy?
I said I wanted to walk in softly, but I'm headed in. Oh.
Maybe not, based on the way Shade does. Like, Ari's following Shade's lead.
That's definitely a natural one.
Okay, so you all start to move in,
She's good at this.
When she drops her potted plant.
and
Just carrying it the whole time.
but as you do, like it's, Shade is good at this, but very few things will just compensate for bad luck because the Boggle doesn't use this door. Nothing has used this door in who knows how long. And so when you, as you very quietly slip in and the door slides, it's. And
So we going in?
That's Esri closing it.
Yeah.
You
You
just keep
see
going
an
slower and slower to make it quiet, and it's just like.
You are presented with an odd view. The Boggle has just thrown Esri's staff on a pile of stuff, but it's like dropped down in an attitude of like it's bowing, like it's got its arms splayed out and its head to the ground, in an attitude almost of worship. And the enormous noise causes it to sort of, its head jerks over, and it gives a shriek and starts to like bolt.
How far away is it? Is it
Probably
within
only
30
about
feet?
40. Yeah, it's probably within 30. We'll say within 30
All
feet.
right.
It doesn't need to be big.
I'm gonna try to charm it.
Okay.
Is it a person, though?
It's a fae, so it is not actually a humanoid if that's
Oh,
a condition of the spell.
it is.
Yeah.
But you
well.
probably knew that because you probably. I
Yeah.
tend to assume that your characters know how how your magic works.
Tasha's hideous laughter.
All right.
No, thank you.
What is your spell save DC, and what does that target? Wisdom.
It targets its wisdom, DC 14.
I used to listen.
Okay, so it starts cackling and falls over on the ground. However, as you approach
What a terrible way
to
to
lay hands on it, the pile of junk shifts. And a sort of stubby body shakes loose of the pile of stuff. 3 tentacles sort of uncoil, and what's standing before you is a short, roundish body with 4 stumpy legs, an enormous eyeless maw, and 3 long tentacles with spiked ends. Shakes loose
what this is.
and bellows wordlessly at you.
So Shade is startled.
Ah!
Pog pulls his axes and goes, yes!
Sorry, Shade. What were you saying?
Yeah, she's startled and
Oh, no.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do this.
Oh, no. Oh,
I'll let you do it.
no. Oh, no.
All of our work. All of our one afternoon of work.
No.
She is startled and she does cast casts lightning lure. I rolled and I cast lightning lure instead of thunder wave.
Okay. Interesting. Do you have the text for lightning lure in front of you? Does it specify the size of
do.
a creature that you can grab with it?
Oh, interesting.
Oh, boy.
This creature is large. If it doesn't say anything about size, then it's not. But
Create lightning energy that strikes at one creature of your choice. Oh, it may not have been within range. I'm so sorry.
How
It
far
says
can it be
within
away?
15 feet of me.
It is not within 15 feet of you.
Okay.
Now it's startled.
So
Lightning storm in front of it.
I mean, I'm fine with saying that you accidentally sort of lashed out with your mark.
okay.
I have a thought.
Uh-oh.
As you lash out in alarm, roll one of your hit dice for me.
We're starting that, huh?
I hate how pleased he was right there. This does not bode well.
Stupid question. How do I know what my hit dice are? I'm so sorry.
Tap on short
it's-
rest, and it'll show it under.
Oh, does it not show you your hit dice on the regular sheet? You're a ranger. Your hit dice should be a D10. So roll a D10.
Seven.
Okay, so you instinctively, I mean, what does lightning lure look like with Shade? Is it like flung out of one of her hands, or?
It's sort of an extension of the mark and extends out of that hand. And it's very bright white blue lightning bolt.
So you reach out, and as the energy reaches the end of its normal length, you feel this sort of surge of just fear, just utter fear at this horrifying thing that just appeared in front of you. And your shoulder, there is this lancing electric pain that runs down your arm from your shoulder. And you feel it, and the energy reaches out beyond its normal possible range, and strikes the creature. And I would like you to roll damage, but not based on lightning lure. I would like you to roll damage based on lightning bolt.
Nice.
The list of people who have
don't
no
know
idea
what that
what's
damage
happening
is.
includes this guy.
I'm pulling it up. Lightning bolt is a different, substantially more powerful spell.
Yeah, she just
Please
wizard.
roll 8d6.
What?
Didn't
me
realize
grab
how
my-
much damage lightning bolt did, but it's a yeah.
What just
Lightning bolt's an
happened?
intense spell.
Hey, better it than me.
I heard you correctly. I'm not
8d6s, yes.
a cheater by picking out
You are not.
8d6s.
8d6 at level 2.
I'm amazed
No,
you
it
are.
feels like you're
I'm
shading
doing
this,
my
but you're not.
trick. Should be a 27. Oh,
3
maybe
of them
better.
are sixes.
Nice.
Nice.
I didn't roll below a 3.
This
Excellent.
is amazing.
Shade explodes.
I thought that's what he was saying when he said roll a 7. I thought I was rolling how much damage I did to
mean-
myself. Cause
Oh, you did. But
okay,
what'd you roll for on the d6s?
I'm counting. 18 plus 10 is 28.
28. Mm-hmm.
Plus 9 is
37.
37. 37.
Awesome.
It's like a roll.
Whoa. Whoa.
It was a good roll.
Whoa. Well done, Casey. Oh my lord. Wow. What is going on?
Okay, so the room lights up like a fluorescent light bulb has just been turned on, and there's this horrible ozone smell as this enormous arc of energy just blasts out of Shade's hand and sears into the creature, flies through the creature in a straight line, and blasts out a hole in the roof, arcing on into the sky. Shade takes 7 lightning damage as your the power sort of tears through your arm, and you see that your those of you when you can see again, you see that the sleeve of Shade's shirt has just burned, like has just been torched as the power arced down her arm. We should roll initiative.
Philip, I'm just going
It
to go
was-
ahead and say I'm not going to roll. Ari's concentration was broken by that, so the Boggle's no longer under the effect of Tasha's hideous laughter.
That's fair.
Are we rolling initiative?
Did she just
now?
have a repulsor
We are rolling
blast?
initiative now. Yes.
Right.
There was for Shade, there was a cry of alarm, which quickly turned into also pain. And surprise, it's a weirdly confusing time.
I rolled 20.
Nice.
Shade rolled 7.
Samesies.
15 for Esri.
That lightning took out a lot from us, so.
Yeah, both of us, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ari's going to have to lay down for a while later.
Yeah, Pog's going to try to do exactly the same thing. Hold his hand out and see if the room lets you throw lightning out of your hands.
Well, Pog, you have first go.
Okay. Well, we are going to cast Green Flame Blade and make my attack with the hand axe. So that'll be it's oh no, the hit 13.
13 misses.
Great.
So you lunge at the
13
thing.
is with your modifier?
Yeah, it went not well.
You can push.
I'm sorry.
You can
Yeah, we'll go ahead and push. Let me get rid of 2 more hit points here so I can continue wrecking myself.
One of us is going to go unconscious without even being hit.
It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be
It's
me.
gonna be me.
Get out of here. I am never pushing
my
anything
God.
again. It's a 6.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm sorry, man.
So rough.
Yeah, you fling yourself at the creature, but to no avail. Esri, you're up next.
Okay, so I'm sorry. The lightning bolt hit the creature, but it's still alive.
Yes.
So, okay. Where's my stick?
Lying on top of a pile under this that's sort of all scattered right around this thing.
Okay, so I can't just pick it up.
You can. You'll be right adjacent to the creature. You can use your maybe a bonus action to pick it up.
I'll wait. So S3. Sorry, I haven't done this before, so let me just make sure I try to understand it. Where is it? I'm sorry. So I'm going to use Wild Shape
Oh.
for the first time, but the Circle of Spores Wild Shape is different.
Okay.
But it's... Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I can't find it. It's Is it just the Halo of Spores that I can do? I'm so sorry.
No, that's
Class
the
features.
symbiotic entity is your wild shape.
Okay, thank you. That's just such a weird term for it. I didn't see. Okay, and it interacts with Halo spores.
Yeah.
So Esri sort of opens his arms a little bit, and it's actually probably really hard to tell in here. But if anyone could tell, he becomes less green than usual.
Oh.
As the colonies of spores that he keeps alive on his person exit him.
In what way, please? Just for my
Nope.
benefit?
No, stop. No. In what way could a description benefit? It can only get
is it
worse.
like
It's not
like
very
in a cloud?
perceptible. I mean, they're spores, right? So they're very, very small.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
he just sort of exudes them, and so his skin clears. To an extent.
That's fantastic.
So you're like the dude at the start of Prometheus.
So I gain 8 temporary hit points. Mm-hmm. And then I roll double damage dice from Halo of Spores. Okay. My action was Wild Shape. So I guess that's it, because I don't think I can actually do any. I don't think I have a bonus action that's actually useful. So, but
you
he's
could move over and get your staff again if you're willing to be next to the monster.
So he's just gonna sort of walk towards this thing, open his hands, and looking up at it, reach down and pick up his stick.
Okay.
And that'll be
A
my
really
turn.
gross turn all around.
And I am adjacent to it.
Yes. All right. On its turn.
All right, at the start of its
Othug.
turn.
Ah,
Because it started its turn in my Halo of Spores.
nice.
I do 1d4 necrotic damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It needs to do a Constitution saving throw. 13.
11.
11. Okay. Now I do 1d4 and
Natural
1d6
3.
of necrotic damage.
Nice.
So 1d4. It's 1d6. Hello? 1d6? Roll. 5. 6 necrotic damage.
Okay. All right. So it is facing Pog at the moment, and just sort of its whole. It doesn't really have a face, but it does have a mouth. And so the front half of its thorax head just splits open, and this mass of long, sharp teeth sort of pivots slightly and snaps at Pog. 18 hits you, I assume. And you take 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god.
And it needs you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Philip, I'm sorry. I did the mechanism wrong. It was 5 damage, not 6.
Okay. And Pog, I need a Constitution saving throw. Meanwhile, one of its tentacles lashes at Ari.
This might be a good time, since I saw your roll, Pog, to remember you have inspiration.
Yeah. Yeah.
14 against you, Ari.
Ari or Esri?
I'm sorry, Esri.
Oh, to hit me. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And you are grappled. Its tentacle wraps around you and lifts you off the ground. And so now Ari is sort of suspended in the air, wrapped in one of these tentacles.
Esri.
Gosh, I did it again. Esri is wrapped.
You're good.
Yeah. And then it tries to smack you with one of its other tentacles while it's got you held, but is clumsy, I guess. Pog, what was your Constitution save?
Yeah, it's a 5. So, inspiration's a reroll, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to spend my inspiration.
Just don't roll bad.
17.
Better. Okay. You resist the disease that
Well done.
fills this monster's mouth.
The disease that fills this monster's mouth is just so
Right?
much worse.
I
Like,
have so many problems right now. There's so many.
Okay. I'm assuming that Shade has a better dexterity than Ari, so I'm going to say
Almost.
Shade, you're up.
I would like to throw a fireball at it.
Okay.
I can produce flame, and then I can,
Fling it.
for my action, fling the flame.
Cool. I assume that's a spell attack for you.
It says a ranged spell attack.
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, you would
They're
roll
the
a spell
same,
attack.
right?
Usually,
Okay.
yes. There are a couple of, I think there's a feat that improves your ranged spell attacks.
Spell sniper, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stop rolling. Shade's gonna bow out of this.
Oh, you have
Not
advantage.
really. Oh,
It's engaged.
that's significantly better. Yes, awesome. That went from a 2 to a 14, plus 4 is 18.
That definitely hits. Roll an extra damage die as well.
All right. Nine damage.
Okay. Fire damage, I assume. And you rolled
Yes.
the extra damage die, right? You heard me with that?
I did.
Okay. No, I was just making sure that you heard me. I have no
just-
idea what
what-
I don't know what the base damage of that spell is, so just checking.
It's a 1d8.
Okay.
I got a 3 on one of them.
And Ari.
I hit it, so can I mark
yes.
it as favored foe?
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
Okay, Ari's gonna start off. Yeah, let's do Mind Sliver. So it needs to make an Intelligence saving throw, DC 14.
That's a good target. It rolled a natural 7, so 5.
Nice. Okay. So it is going to take 5 damage, and then it must subtract a 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Ooh. From the next saving throw?
Yep. So
Okay.
Ari just, once again, his eyes glow pink, and you see the pink light glow from underneath his hair as he just focuses, and just a little pink like dart shoots from his mind into the mind of the creature.
Awesome. Pog.
Very cool. Philip,
Oh, yes.
when I mark it as favored foe, I get to roll a d4 for the damage on that round.
Yes, you do.
So I hit it for 3.
Excellent. Pog, you're up.
Using my resources.
How
That's
far?
right.
I'm up.
You're in its mouth.
Okay. So then, that's gonna probably make it hard to cast anything.
You are adjacent.
Okay. I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to enter rage
Oh.
for my first
The
time.
first rage? Is this? Yeah.
The first rage, yeah.
This is my first time
How
raging.
exciting!
So yeah, me too. So I'm
In the
big
mouth of a
mad.
monster's appropriate time.
I'm in its mouth. I may not live through this attack, so might as well now. So now I'm big mad with my green flame blades active, and that's gonna just be my attack. I'm gonna, with
Do
both
it.
blades, attack it. Oh, I keep rolling damage first.
How presumptuous.
It's a 19.
Okay. That definitely hits, yes. And remember to add your rage damage.
Yeah, so before that is a 7 plus 2 melee damage, so 9.
Okay. And did you add the extra damage you get off of Green Flame Blade? You get a little extra fire damage, I think.
I did not. Let me. What that adds. That's too high. I don't see On a hit, the target suffers the normal effects and a green flame. Oh, no, I'm too low level for the additional.
Oh, it hits
damage.
an additional target.
It's flavor
potentially.
right
Okay.
now.
Right. Okay. Cool. So yes, and okay. Yeah. So you hack down into it, and then it is Esri. You are in one of its tentacles.
Which makes it real easy to hit, right?
That's true. You are It's grappling you, so you have advantage on attacks against it.
All right. So with my staff, I'm gonna stick back in my hand, look down at the tentacle, and just, ugh. And I will cast Matthew McConaughey and strike it
Nice.
with my stick. Oh,
Nice.
actually, first, Constitution saving throw, please, at the beginning of the turn.
Natural 18.
All right, it's good enough to pass. So I will roll here, and then let's roll to manage. Okay, 20 to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
So I do
Run away.
This
Run. We
damage.
need to go.
11 plus. Sorry. Yeah, plus a d6. Yep. So 16 total
Nice.
damage, 5 of that necrotic.
Very good. So I'm just imagining Esri held aloft, just slamming down with his staff. Awesome.
With Matthew
Okay.
McConaughey wrapped around it.
Right. Yeah. The creature is going to once again attempt to bite at Pog. 7 plus 15.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
All right.
And then an additional strike with Esri as an improvised weapon. So
Stop giving him ideas.
So you take 12 piercing damage, but you're raging.
Yes.
So what?
Well, seeing as I am in my rage, this will trigger my relentless endurance, and I will probably, because I'm downed, dropped out of its mouth, but then I will pop back up with 1 HP.
Well, first, you're resistant because you're in a rage. Rage gives you resistance
This is
to
true.
non-magical.
Bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage.
So you take half of that. So you actually only take 6.
Cool.
nice.
So did you go down, in fact?
No, I have 1 HP.
Cool. So what you guys see
I'm good.
is what everyone else sees. Is there is an attempt, the creature, it sort of opens and tries to snap down again. And it's like a shape kind of halfway steps out of Pog, and you see just barely, probably not Esri, all things considered. Just briefly, it's like a pair of ghostly arms sort of reach out and just slightly catch the jaws and slow them slightly, and then it disappears again.
Hog's haunted.
And then it's going to, since it's got a creature grappled, it's going to use a tentacle slam. Esri, I don't roll for this. Esri, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
I'll push that. Take my 2 damn. Oh no! I guess either way, I'm losing my wild shape, so I'll go ahead and push it. 19.
Okay, cool. So you take 5 bludgeoning damage, but you aren't stunned, which is very good.
An improvement.
Yeah, substantially. And
So
that's-
Esri's spores, upon hit, just sort of I guess they disperse. I don't suppose they
Okay.
come
Suck
back.
back in.
And it sort of waddles forward a little bit.
Oh god.
Actually, no. Pog messed it up pretty good. It'll use its other tentacle to smack at Pog
Bruh.
for 19, which I think hits you, and that's its bite. 11, still.
No.
11. I'm sorry. No. Sorry.
Damn, I
19.
got
It
so
should be
excited.
18. It's one lower. Sorry.
No.
18,
Whoppingly big.
but only
difference.
7 damage instead of the 12 damage that the bite
Okay,
does.
so that knocks me.
Okay.
But I will hop back up as my relentless endurance kicks in.
So you see this thing just hit Pog straight in the face and throw Pog to the ground. But Pog immediately wakes, still raging.
Too pissed off to die.
Okay. Shade.
Well, after seeing what just happened to Pog, I would very much like to run over to him and and then finally she just grabs his shoulder and casts Cure Wounds.
Lightning bolt.
Good. Oh, blast. Sorry. A look of betrayal on his eyes.
Cool. Awesome. Roll a d8, add your wisdom modifier, and restore some hit points to your buddy Pog.
S3 from above yells, "Boo!"
You're the worst.
Do you? Because
No, of course not.
No.
I have no idea what's
we are
going
both
on.
playing this.
I am
It's just
dripping
me and the
blood
tentacle
like
right
John
now.
McClane right now. Please, just like...
I am able to give you 8 hit points.
Okay.
Nice.
I fist bump at Shade and turn back.
And Ari.
So this sliver that shot into this thing's mind is still attached, and so Ari, like, still back there focusing, pumps more like focus into it and casts Dissonant Whisper. So it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw and subtract 1d4 from its roll.
Right. Well, it's got a 4 so
Okay.
far.
Excellent.
So 3.
Excellent. So it needs to take 3d6 psychic damage.
Sweet. Roll those.
It's gonna be a 6 damage. Rolled a 3, 2, 1. So
All right. So yeah, it just sort of shakes and grunts.
and just this burst of energy goes into its mind, and the like sliver trail is broken. Additionally, because it failed its saving throw, it must now move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Like right now, or it uses its turn.
On a failed save, it takes 3d6 and must immediately use its reaction. So
Okay.
it can also no longer
So
make
it
opportunity attacks. So
it turns and
it's
surprisingly runs 30 feet, carrying Ari. And 30 feet. Let's see. It's just gonna try and so its Esri. So its goal is to get as far from Ari as possible. So
Yep.
Am I still in its mouth?
yeah, it Kool-Aid's man right through the wall,
Oh,
no.
God, this was...
Oh yeah.
hauling. Yes, with a grunt of "Oh yeah!" It smashes right through the wall of this building, carrying Esri out into the street.
Still
and it
one of
is
the
now about
funniest
30 feet.
moments I've ever seen on TV. Was that the first episode of Family Guy? I think it was. They're in the trial, and everyone's going,
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah! Yeah,
That's my bad, everybody. Sorry. We should probably stop it before it gets too far.
Pog, you're up. Oh, actually, Pog, you get to make an opportunity attack.
Ooh.
As would Shade. You can both use your reactions to make a melee attack against the creature as it runs.
Okay.
If you want to rule it
Guess
this
it doesn't
way,
count
Phil,
for me,
that's
huh?
fine. But the same teams, it did not move of its own will. So technically,
So I actually this came up in a game I was
Okay.
running, and I checked it, and the movement from fear is not considered compelled movement because something else is not moving it.
gotcha. Okay.
So, for example, it grabbed Esri and moved him.
Yeah.
Esri would not provoke an opportunity attack, but the creature is running, so it
Okay.
does provoke an opportunity attack. So yes, both Pog and Shade can make one regular melee attack against the creature.
Stop rolling damage first.
I unsuccessfully stabbed it with a sword.
What did you roll?
16?
7.
7. Okay, 16 hits though, Pog.
Sweet. For 4 damage.
Okay, so as it's running, you slam into it with the head of your axe, drawing blood, and it's out in the street, and it's Pog's turn.
Okay, so since I was in its mouth prior to my knock, does it still have hold of me?
No,
Okay. How far is it from me?
it is 30 feet from you.
F.
You can move 30 feet.
Yeah, but I can't move and cast after 30 feet. Okay.
Wait, why?
You could
not?
actually. You talking about like burning hands or something? Yeah, you could totally do that.
Can I?
Yeah.
Well, then
Movement
that's
is separate from
going-
your actions, unless
That's
you use
going
an
to
action to
be-
move additional.
Awesome.
What I do then, I'm going to move towards it. Now, the only reason this works is because I got knocked and the relentless endurance kicked in and knocked me out of my rage. So
okay.
I can cast now.
Okay, so you run forward and you're going to cast with your
cast
mark.
Burning hands with my mark, my head aglow.
Right, it makes dexterity saving throw. It rolled a natural 2.
So it will do 11 points of burning
Nice.
damage.
Okay.
So the second time
and-
this thing explodes in fire, Ezra's like,
Yeah.
y'all know I'm
Just-
here, right?
It's like just under Esri. Like Esri, you have to like tuck your legs up. Because it's
walk
just
away.
this sheet of flame. And this creature looks badly hurt at this point. And it is Esri's turn.
Say, let go of me. And schwack it. Do I still have advantage being grappled?
Yes. Mhm.
All right. 22 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. It's going to be 11 damage.
Describe killing the Otyug.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. The what? Yeah, I haven't heard of this one.
The Otyug.
Gross.
Ultiug. Okay.
O-T-U. O-T-Y-U-G-H. Otyug.
He's just being swung around, and at one point he comes close enough to like the middle of the thing's head, and just crunch right into the front of it, and
Yep.
lights out.
Yeah, it just collapses down. You're dropped onto the street in front of it, and all goes quiet.
Pog runs up and puts an axe straight into its head.
Esri's not being
That is
particularly
terrifying.
quiet. He's like,
Can't be too dead.
So Ari and Shade looking around. You're still in the warehouse looking around. There's no sign of the Boggle. You have the impression that it boggled off at the correct moment.
Did you just use his name as a verb?
I did.
It just boggled off.
Ari, you observe, because it's dark and this is glowing very brightly, that Shade's mark is growing very brightly, and it's larger than it used to be.
Shade, are you okay? How are you feeling?
Well, what was that? And
Your arm.
I'm sorry, and it burned.
Does it still burn?
Oh, it's
Okay, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
And that's where we'll call it for this episode. So we'll pick up right here next time. I hope you have enjoyed this longish because of combat episode of Khyber Shards. We have been having a blast, and I hope you will continue to join us. And Eric, do the social media plugs.
Yeah, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram at the Geek Pantheon. Also, unbelievably, TikTok at the Geek Pantheon. We have a TikTok now. Yes, don't look at me like that, Philip. We also have a Facebook group, the Geek Pantheon, and we are on Patreon, patreon.com/Geek Pantheon. If you enjoy shows like this, they could not happen without the wonderful support of our patrons. But if you would like to talk about this episode, we have a Discord that you can find in the description down below. Links to everything I'm talking about down below. And subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this. We're on the path to 2,000 subscribers. When we hit that, I'm going to buy one of you lovely people a D&D book of your choosing. 5th edition only. I'm not going to buy you like a collector's $300 first printing. But yeah.
Good clarification.
Yes. But yeah, that's all I got. And I'm assuming Colin's going to do a plug.
Yes, Colin can also be found.
I'm on all socials as well. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok before the Geek Pantheon. Pay attention, kids. I have my finger to the pulse. And Twitch, where I stream at random for fun. Everywhere you look, you will find me at Sorry BTR. The O is a 0.
All right. And remember, we are still doing our drive to get a little more viewer engagement to help feed the almighty algorithm. Yes, all hail. So give us a comment below. Let us know what you think about the show, what you'd like to see. And if we can get 40 comments on an episode from this set that we're recording tonight, I'll elaborate my costume in some. I will not paint my face. I will elaborate my costume in some way. In the meantime, I'm Philip.
I'm Eric.
I'm Colin.
I'm RA.
And I'm Casey.
And we'll see you next time.